Good morning, everybody. It is, we're back. We got our parking spot. And hopefully our turkey's still in the same place, too. We, got a few hours sleep. Hustled back over here. Because we got about an hour and a half before it should start brightening up to where we got to be super careful. And I want to have plenty of time to get in there. Resting on my bino harness. I want to have plenty of time to get in there considering that we don't know what we're going to be biting off this morning. Tried to fill it out last night, but just ran out of light. So, we got to go in there and feel our way around. We know there's one in there. And, buying a sausage can sitting upside down in my middle console. That's good. It's open, or was open yesterday. But anyways, let's get with it. Alright, it's 6:27. He just gobbled for the first time, which gives us a little darkness to play with. I think I've put us in a pretty good spot, but the timber's really small here, so we gotta find a hide. I think we're about $1.25 from him or so. So let's get busy. turkey's off the freaking stick around on the other side of me. Turkey just landed right in front of me. So goes the life of a public land turkey hunter. Come in here and roost him yesterday evening. Thereabouts, knew about where he was. I mean, go through an absolute circus of thickness to come in to him the way we did. Get on him about right. Had me about 125 yards. Little short fingers fall off this mane. Little spine ridge in here. And he was on the finger. Right here. This one I'm on is just beautiful. You can see it over my shoulder here. I'm sure you've been looking at it all morning. I said, yo, he'll pitch in at the side of this thing and walk up here. I didn't know it, but I had his hands right off my left shoulder here. Right off the end of the same finger that I'm on. Two boys come walking down this roadbed behind me here. I wave at them. They turned around and walked off, but I guess what they did was just made a loop and got on the finger on the other side of him. And in the process of doing that, walked under the hands that I had off my little finger and blew them straight across the top of me. And they landed about $1.25 up here from me. So basically they put the hands from this side of him to that side of him. They went to yelping shortly thereafter. They didn't booger up bad. He quit gobbling there for a handful of minutes. They ended up bumping two hens. Both of them flew over. And down in there. You can hear them boys still yelping over there. It is what it is. Not the way I would have played it, but you know. Dang it. That was about as sure thing as you can get, if there is a sure thing in turkey hunting. Let's try this again with the... Alright. You can tell this is the finger that I wanted to kill him on right here. Goes out beautifully. He was roosted right there at about 100. Figured I'd get him to fly in and walk up to here. The hens flew across after they were bumped. Everything started happening up here. He flew down on his finger and I watched him right here for a little bit. Seems like everything fell off and went this way. So I was gonna, it's about 10 after 8 now. I've given it probably 45 minutes or an hour. Haven't heard him. I don't know what's going on. But I go to stand up. Because I think they've fallen off into the bottom this way, and I was going to start easing that way and see if I could pick them up. And I notice that. So I'm guessing that's probably what them two boys were coming to get in. And there's a turkey roosted right down from it. So my fear now, that's a big coincidence. My fear now is them boys got this place fed. I mean, maybe they've just heard him in here and got that blind in here, but I'm fixing to ease down this way, and I hope like heck I don't find feed on the ground. If I do, this is video evidence that I came in here in the dark. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know if they get to hunt this area that frequently, or if they just treat it like it's their own since they own the private that butts up to it. I don't know. Hard to say. The turkey, I think, faded off that way. And I don't know how to handle the situation now. I don't know if we want to push it since he's not gobbling and risk bumping him, or what we need to do. Gobble down there. Gone, but maybe 75, 80 yards. Here's the same ridge top we were just easing. Got him to hit it twice down in the bottom, right off the end of it. I say the bottom, it's lower than what we're on. It may be another one of these little finger ridges that dump off, but he's gobbled twice, and I think it was a hen yelp with him. It may have been a jake, but I think it was a hen. But problem is, man, you can see really well. I mean, it's thick, but not that thick. Like, you can still see really well through the woods, and I'm afraid if I crest over and they're in the right spot, they can see me. So we're kind of just gonna slow play this and kind of just weasel our way into a good spot. I can't hear them in the leaves, but there's a lot of pine in here too, so they could be in the pine straw not making as much noise. Chances of bumping them's pretty great, but we're working with what we're given. Need to get down in there. I had him, he was right here. I think I'm gonna try to get, there's a pine right on that edge right there. I'm gonna try to get to it. I got my eyes on them, they're in the bottom right here. Walking away from me, dang it. I watched the turkeys climb that little finger right up here. There we go. He just gobbled this way. Alright, we're fixing to make another little move here. I know it was two jakes, and I thought it was the strutter coming up the little finger when I was way back there about another 150. And they were walking up at a pretty good clip. Like, they were walking up like, you know, with purpose. They weren't just lollygagging. But I could have swore just a second ago when I was talking to this camera, a turkey gobbled on around here. So I got to thinking maybe the gobbler was just chasing the jakes around. But I got another theory now, because I come easing around the corner here. So I'll get my eyes on that bottom. And there's a decoy down there. So I don't know if that's the same boys and they've made a big loop, or I'm pretty sure I heard a guy owling from the other direction this morning while we were being entertained. And that he's walked the bottom in and he's set up in the bottom. But if he was set up right there, man, he should have killed that turkey, or at least I bet he come close. Because that sounded like they were right here. And he's just right there, probably 150 yards. What is Jake decoy out there? So I came up, poked my head up, saw it, knees down, come up with my pine nose, and I could tell it was a decoy. So now, I'm second guessing everything. It's just shaping up to be another one of those really, really weird days. I just talked to y'all about what I think happened, and that there was a decoy down here, so I eased back up to get a little better view and put my binos on and really studied it. And I got to looking down and I said, man, that is a realistic decoy. I got to looking down, I could see his legs. I said, man, that ain't a decoy. That turkey has stood in the same spot for literally over 5 minutes. I mean, I talked to y'all, I watched it, I surveyed the situation. The turkey's been standing there, and it is a gobbler. And he finally stood there, and he finally just eased down and started easing away. So I yelped. Mostly, I knew he wasn't coming this way, but just to like slow him down, because he wasn't walking fast, but he was just walking. And the turkey gobbled across the bottom here, and he's got a hen cutting with him. So that's probably the gobbling turkey we've been dealing with all morning. One of those type mornings that makes you question everything that you think you know about turkey hunting. I can't believe I sat there and looked at a turkey for a solid 5, maybe 7 minutes. And thought it was a decoy. I think I told y'all, I was like, man, if that's somebody sitting on that decoy, I don't know how they didn't just kill this turkey. Well, it wasn't somebody sitting with a decoy, because if it was, they probably would have killed the turkey. I guess it was just a subordinate gobbler, and he must have been the one that gobbled to the right that really threw me off. I don't know where we're gonna go. The wind's getting up if you can't tell. Dang it, man. Big boy and his girlfriends. These are the days that get about half the number of views. Everybody claims they want to watch, but nobody will watch this thing. Getting your butt whooped is part of the turkey hunting process. There's a handful of you out there that like to watch the process, but for the most part, people want to watch stuff die. The views say it. The minutes watched says it. But this is the part right here that makes the killing even possible. Not much less enjoyable, but it makes it even possible. But we've been handed a butt whooping today by the turkeys. Little interference through in there, but we hadn't been able to pick them up since. We got 400 yards to walk back down this creek. It's going to take us right where the turkeys were today when we got close, or we didn't even get close, but where I laid eyes on them in the bottom. And then we got 500 yards up to where we should cross the little creek that we used to get in here, and we'll be out of the truck. So. Hey, we appreciate you guys joining us for this video. If you like this one, you'll probably like the next one. I'll leave it up here in the corner. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along with us, or leave our social media links down at the description below. That's also where you'll be able to find links on the turkey calls we use and the apparel we wear and that kind of stuff. So you can find that in that little drop down description below. And as always, we sure appreciate you guys following along.